For the avoidance of doubt, the Simple Side does not provide investment, tax, or legal advice. As with any asset, the value of any asset class can go up or down, and there can be substantial risk that you lose your money buying, selling, holding, or investing in any asset. You should carefully consider whether trading or holding assets is suitable for you in light of your financial condition.
Good afternoon, simple investors. Let's talk about some quick updates before we get into today's newsletter. If you like quick, short-form stock updates and analysis daily, check out my daily newsletter. It costs $10 a year, and it is called The Simple Side Daily. You can find it at thesimplesidedaily.substack.com, or you can click the link that is right here in the newsletter. I want to remind you that I'm currently working with a brokerage to allow paying subscribers to copy my exact portfolios without actually making any trades. This will allow them to just buy my portfolios in one click. I'm also working on building out our 2024 letter to investors. This should cover the Q&A that I had this year that I've been promising, along with some FAQs for the portfolio and the newsletter. I'm also building out the new flagship portfolio for 2025. This is our long-term holding portfolio. This portfolio returned 44% this past year. If you have any questions or if you want to find me, you can reach out to me at thesimplesidenews@gmail.com, or you can reply to our newsletter, which you should receive from thesimpleside.substack.com. All right, let's get into our past performance. We have been averaging about a 50% annualized return. Now, this section of the newsletter tracks our performance of the weekly newsletter, and it will show you how a $10,000 investment in our picks back on July 20th, I believe, in 2024, how that has performed versus the SPY. Currently, our 21-week returns are 17.11%, whereas the SPY is 6.91%. This translates, Our 21-week returns are 20.56%, while the SPY has only returned 6.91%. This translates to an annualized return for the SPY of 17.11 compared to our annualized return of 50.90. You can see what our buys were last week as well as our performance versus the SPY in the newsletter by going to thesimpleside.substack.com and clicking on the largest and biggest, newsletter or page that you see there. All right, let's talk about today's reporting. I'm going to run through this pretty quick. As you know, for our politician trading report, we cover Nance in Cruise, ticker NANC, and ticker KRUZ. Both were down this week, both were down over the past month, and both are up year to date, with NANC being up 30.61% and Cruise being up 18.82%. I've highlighted the stock that politicians have bought this week, but none of them are worth talking about, so I'm going to skip over this section. Now for our insider trading report, we track the ticker symbol SURE, which is a insider trading ETF tracker, which is down 1.78% this week and is up 16.17% year to date. This week, the top 5 insider buyers bought $25 million worth of stock, whereas top 5 insider sellers sold over $6 billion worth of stocks. That's right, buyers with $25 million, sellers with $6 billion. This, of course, means that insiders were net sellers this week with an approximate buy-sell ratio of 1 to 280. This shows very negative sentiment in the market, and we are looking for markets to continue to decline over the next couple of weeks based off of these numbers. I highlighted a stock for you to go and check out. The stock is AUPH, I'm going to say this wrong, Ayurna Pharmaceuticals, which is highlighted by a buy of Kevin Tang's purchase of 500,000 shares for $4.5 million. So go and check that out there. I have this stock labeled as a risky buy. Now, talking about executive trading, we saw the top 5 companies this week grow by over 85%, which is a pretty big increase. Last week, we saw an increase of 29%. The largest increase came from the director of Dave & Buster's, which is ticker symbol PLAY, and we are not looking at buying that this week. I go ahead and I highlight a stock this week. It's BHRB, so you can go and check that out. I have it labeled as a risky buy. Just want to remind everybody that next week's trades, key opportunities and insights, this is where paying subscribers are able to see all the buys that we're going to have for next week. And of course, these are things that we buy on market open on Monday and sell on Friday's market close. Now, as I said before in our past performance section, on average, we are returning 50% annualized, which means over the past 21 weeks, we've returned 20.56%. So go and check that out. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate your support. We look forward to seeing you next week.